Okay. So if you didn't see already, I kind of tried to hide it in the group because I didn't want anyone to be like, what the heck is this? So I created an event in the Nail Gloss Girl Boss Crew group on Facebook. So if you go into the group and you click events, you'll see it there. It's called Business in the AM Bootcamp. And before you run away, because you're like, I don't like to wake up early in the morning, you're going to stay on and listen anyway. You guys have probably heard me preach the Miracle Morning before. I talk about it all the time. It's kind of like part of my brand is to talk about like how much I love the mornings. Like I'm just like I love mornings. I always have, and I'm just such a morning person. I'm much more productive in the mornings. And I know that's not the case for everybody, but I am convinced that everybody can become a morning person. I know you guys have heard this before if you have been following along for a while, but I'm going to go over it anyways. So this whole Miracle Morning concept is based off a book that's one of my very favorite personal development books. It's by Hal Elrod, and it's called The Miracle Morning. He also has one specific for network marketers, so you can download each one on Audible. I prefer honestly just the normal Miracle Morning because it's just applicable anyways to network marketing. Like I don't feel like you have to do the network marketing book to get that feel. So either one is fine. Basically the network marketing one just incorporates network marketing people that like are telling their experience with the Miracle Morning. So it's not much different. So the accountability group is going to start tomorrow morning. But tomorrow we're just kind of do a practice round because I want people to have this information. So I'm sure people are going to be watching the recording like tomorrow and then like curious about what it is. And so I don't want to start like tracking points or whatever until Wednesday. That way people have some time to like be included and stuff. So tomorrow again is just going to be kind of like a practice. So if you want to wake up early, you can, and if you don't, that's totally fine. You get a free pass. But I will be up early and I will be posting, and if you want to check in, you're welcome to do so. Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you guys, let me figure out how to share my screen here. Man, I forget this every time, guys. Chat, invite, stop video. There should be something at the top, right? Pops up. Oh, nope, don't do that. I almost ended the meeting again. Hillary, do you remember how to share a screen? Oh, right there. It's right in the middle. Got it. Just kidding, guys. Okay, I'm capable. Share. Okay. So here I am in the bootcamp page. So there's no cover photo or anything yet. Sorry, it's kind of blah. But I'm going to be doing all of the posts in here so I don't spam people in the early morning on the Facebook group. I'm going to be doing the posts in this event in the Facebook group, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be doing 4 different posts in the morning, and basically it'll be like an East Coast check-in at 4 a.m. my time, so 5 a.m. for them, and then like a central time zone check-in, so it'll be 5 a.m. here, and then a mountain time zone and a Pacific time zone. I'm sorry if you're anywhere else, like Hawaii or something like that. I'm going to keep it to those 4 because I think the general group is mainly in those 4 regions. So I'll be doing a post every hour or whatever in the morning to kind of just say, okay, where are my Eastern people out? You guys awake? Type of thing. And have them check in there. And each post that I make that you comment below on, you'll be able to like enter to win points to get prizes. And so I haven't worked out the point system yet. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a separate post that actually says that you completed your Miracle Morning and your Power Hour, or if I just want to do like 2 separate posts. So I haven't decided how I'm going to work it all. But just know that there will be a point system. I have it posted tomorrow for the morning so that if you're doing the practice run, you can do it with us. So if you guys want to participate in the Business in the AM Bootcamp, you have to do this step in order to be entered to win the prizes, because I want to know who's like actually going to be taking it kind of seriously, like who's registering for it basically. So there's this form here. that is just in the description of the boot camp. So you can click that form. It'll take you to this. It's only like 4 questions long. And then at the very last question, it has a link that'll take you to the timer that we're going to be using for this. So the first 30 minutes of the timer is going to be going over, it's going to have you like do your miracle morning. Now, I don't want you guys to stress over this and think like, I can't wake up this much earlier. The general idea is that you spend some time on yourself before you spend time on your business. And so if you have to like do each miracle morning thing for only a minute, that's fine. So I'll kind of explain that and you'll get more of what I'm saying as we look at it together. So here's the timer. The way you work it is you literally just push play that and it'll count down and it beeps after each activity and it tells you right here which activity you're on. So for the miracle morning, there's 6 different steps. There's silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, read, and scribe. And so in the book, he talks about how those are called the savers. So if you have trouble remembering, that's the acronym, is savers. So they're your life savers. So you'll notice I kind of did them somewhat in order. So he starts with silence. So we started with silence, which for silence, you guys can take some time to meditate. If you are into meditating, you can just literally sit in silence. Or if you are a praying type, you could take the time to do that, or just take some time to self-reflect. So you can use that for however you see fit in your morning. The next one is affirmations, which most of you guys know what those are already, but just, you know, the I am statements. I am brave, I am strong, whatever you want to come up with. Typically I write out like things that I, like, for example, I put things that I'm not necessarily, that I don't think I am, but I say that I am so that I will be. Like, I am a patient mom. That's one of my big ones. Spending time on affirmations. I think I have 5 minutes set out for silence. Let's see, it tells you, oh no, maybe I did 2 minutes. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, how do I figure that out? Okay, I don't know. I don't remember how much time I gave you guys for that, but affirmations and visualization, I give you 5 minutes total for that. Oh, it says it at the top. I'm an idiot. 5 minutes for silence. Affirmations, you get 2 minutes for those. Visualization is, I just usually spend time like looking over my vision board, and then I have like my vision also written out like on journal pages, and then I read through that. So you can do that however you want. I'm not going to tell you how to do these. I just want you to actually do these activities. And you can read the book or look at more of how Elrod's information if you want more of a description on what to do. So yes, visualization, you get 3 minutes for that one. And then read personal development. I gave you guys the most time for this one. So this one is 10 minutes. This is something hopefully you're doing already, so hopefully it won't be that much to add to your plate. And then, so the last one in the SAVERS acronym is SCRIBE, but it's also known as journaling. So that's just taking like 5 minutes to journal. You can have like a gratitude journal. You can, I say include daily goals. I usually take this time to also write down my daily to-do list and just kind of clear my head of any thoughts that come in. And then I put exercise as optional. That's part of his morning routine, and I only give you guys 5 minutes for it because I want this to be a 30-minute chunk of time. So you could do like yoga for 5 minutes or like a 5-minute HIIT cardio or something. Honestly, I skip this one because I exercise in the afternoons most of the time when I go on a walk with my kids or something. So I just left that there just so they know it's a part of the miracle morning, but it's very optional. I know not everyone likes to exercise in the morning. So what I was saying earlier is obviously I do have designated time slots for these, right? I give you guys 10 minutes for reading personal development, 5 minutes for writing your journal. But some mornings you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, well, I don't have time for 30 minutes today. So just do the activities, but do them shorter. You know, do the silence for a minute, affirmations for a minute. Each of these can be done in a minute's time. And he actually talks about the 5-minute miracle in an article. I'll see if I can find it. 5-minute miracle morning. So then after your miracle morning is done, you've spent time focusing on you for the morning. The next thing is your power hour. So this is pretty much exactly an hour long. It is an hour long. And it just goes through all of the income producing activities that y'all should already be doing every single day. But the idea is to get it done right after your miracle morning so you can have the rest of the day. Like if literally, you know, something happens and you're not able to get your normal work hours done, you've had your power hour, you're good. Like you've done what you need to do for the day. So I recognize and realize that this is not going to be realistic for everybody to wake up a whole hour and a half earlier. And so the idea behind this is that you get however far through it that you can, and then you can finish it later. So my when I do the post that says, did you complete your timer for the day? As long as you completed it by the end of the day, that's all I'm really looking for. It would be ideal if you could get it all done before everything else, right? But I know that that won't work for everyone's schedule. Some people have to be at work at 4:30 in the morning, and waking up at 2:30 is probably not going to be realistic. So this timer is very much set to, like I looked at what we used in the Revive Bootcamp and the 6 Ps checklist that Kelly has, and I basically just kind of chunked it into this timer. So that way you don't get caught up like creating social media content for an hour. So even though that part is probably my favorite and probably the most important, I do have that just set to 15 minutes so that when that timer beeps, you're done, you move on to the next activity. And then if you have time later, because you didn't finish, you can go back to it. But so we have create and schedule social media content, 5 minutes for customers, follow-up, and engagement. So what that means is, a lot of you guys know like the follow-up of 222. So 2 days after somebody places an order, you talk to them. 2 weeks after they place an order, you follow up to make sure they got their order and the nail strips worked okay. And then 2 months after the order, you can follow up again and just let them know about any specials you have going on or the new spring line or whatever. And so that's what I mean by customer follow-up. Okay, so being in constant contact with them. And then also engagement. So one thing that Erin talked about on her video 2 weeks ago on our meeting is she talked about like having a specific time set apart to comment on these people's, like on your customers' Facebook pages, and just let them know that you're interested in their life and not just view them as a customer. And so that's something I want you guys to spend time doing there too. So then this next 5 minutes is following up with people that you've sent samples to. Maybe you've sent out free sets to people that are prospective, looking into the business side. So that's where you're going to spend those 5 minutes, or just answering questions with people that have reached out to you about the business or whatever that is and looks like for you. Okay, and then I said 5 minutes for writing thank you notes. Something that I started implementing is when I write my thank you notes, I include samples and ask them for referrals. So that's why I included this here, because I actually stopped writing thank you notes after a couple months in my business. But then when I heard that a lot of stylists were using their thank you notes to send samples to their customers to then give them referrals, I was like, why am I not doing that? So I went back to writing thank you notes. Okay, the next one is 10 minutes. So starting new conversations and adding context. So what that looks like is like friending people on Facebook that you might have mutual friends with, finding people to new followers on Instagram and commenting on their Instagram posts, spending time messaging people, like maybe you looked at their stories that day and you want to message them about something that they posted in their Facebook or Instagram stories. So it's just talking to people, because a lot of our business is just talking to people so that we're a little bit more relevant in their newsfeed or on their minds. And if that window opens up to where we can talk to them about the business, then we can do so. Okay, the last one is hostess coaching and party prep. So that's obviously talking to your hostess that you guys have, helping them get ready for their party. And then party prep is like if you need to schedule out your party posts, if you need to message the guests of the party, anything party related is going to be in that 15-minute chunk. And I realize that that might take a little bit longer than 15 minutes sometimes, depending on how many parties you have going on. So this last 5 minutes is kind of dedicated to wrapping up anything that you feel like, oh shoot, I just didn't have enough time to finish that, so I'm gonna go back and do that. So yeah, the last 5 minutes is wrapping up, and if you have anything you need to mail out, because that seems to take at least 5 minutes every day for me, then you can do that during that time too. So again, I don't expect this to be perfect. Like, you might not be able to get 15 minutes of or hostess coaching done for 15 minutes. You might need to take a little bit more time, but get done what you can in those 15 minutes and then try to move on to the next activity so you can get each part of your business done for the day. Anybody have questions about the timer? Hold on, let me stop sharing my screen.
Can you post a link on that timer? It's a website, right? Or is it an app?
I think both.
The
actually.
timer?
But the link is going to be in that Google form that you
It's
guys
going to
have
be
to
in the
fill
form.
out to
Okay.
register.
Perfect.
And so I put it there specifically so that people would
Won't miss it. Right.
And then there's like the question on the Google form says, did you bookmark the link? So yeah, if you guys need me to, though, I can post the timer link in the actual
in the event, like maybe on a and
okay,
something else about the the timer. It works fine on a phone, right? Because I don't have my laptop, my computer right now.
That's a good question. Let me test it out real quick. Let's see. Yeah, that's a really good question. I never even thought about that. I think that there is an app for this specific.
Because if there's an app, that would be a lot easier. But if there isn't, I was.
Oh, it works fine on your phone.
Safari or Google. Well, it depends, I guess. I have an iPhone, so.
I'm just on the Facebook app.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I just went on the Facebook app and then pulled up the Google form and then clicked on the link, and it works fine. It's just like little.
Right. Okay, awesome.
But it'll work fine. Any other questions about the timer or about the boot camp?
Do you really wake up at 4:30?
Well, my plan was to schedule out the 4 a.m. post. Then I looked, and I don't think I can actually schedule posts in that event. So if anyone knows if I can schedule posts in
events, I don't think you can do it in events.
Yeah, so I probably will be up at 4 in the morning. I really like waking up early, so it probably won't be a problem. 5 a.m. is normally when I try to wake up. But this daylight savings is kind of driving me crazy because I woke up at like 8 yesterday and 7 this morning. So I'm like thinking that it's earlier, but it's not.
I like the extra hour of daylight. I
love that part. But
yeah, that's my I hate it when it's so dark early. I hate it.
I know, winter is rough.
Yeah.
So again, I'm coming up with that point system. I don't know what that exactly is going to look like yet, because I'm still trying to decide if I want to do 2 posts or 1. I'm trying to make it like as
simple.
Simple for you guys as possible. So any other questions? Joanne, you have to unmute yourself. Hold on. There we go. I unmuted you.
What is Piolo making? Because it looks good.
Oh.
Same thing,
yeah, so I bought these these tortillas that I got at Costco. They're organic, but they're uncooked. Mm-hmm. So when you cook them, they taste like fresh, like homemade tortillas, flour tortillas. They're the best.
Those are
and they're organic. Good. They only have like 3 ingredients in them or something.
Okay, thank you.
No preservatives.
You haven't tried them
yet. They're the best. Made with 5 simple ingredients. They're organic. They're the best. They sell different types. Like I think they sell the same brand like at Walmart, but the ones from Costco are organic. and they taste so much different. I don't know what it is, but it's delicious. They're delicious. So I'm just reheating whatever I made yesterday, and we're making tacos or burritos.
Nice.
Yeah.
We had tacos tonight too, but they were cauliflower tacos, and my husband was not happy. There was no meat.
Oh goodness.
Tacos?
Cauliflower tacos.
Cauliflower.
Ooh.
Do that to him.
Sounds yummy. I
It
wouldn't
was
mind
good.
being-
They're curried cauliflower, so you like season it with curry powder and red onions, and Joanne's like,
No.
I would have maybe taco seasoning for this instead of curry. I'm not a big curry fan though, so.
oh, I really like curry. And then you like pour tahini on it and like cilantro and parsley and stuff. So it's like not like a Mexican taco.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's not, yeah. I was like, that's not a taco, Steph.
Well, I'm not cooking for any of you guys, okay? Oh man, you guys went on for sure, probably. Because it's weird.
So, anyway, if you have a Costco close by, they should have those tortillas, hopefully. It would be sad if they don't.
All right, Hillary just reminded me we have our meeting in 2 minutes. So we've got to hop off here, but this is recorded, so let your girls know that if they want to participate, to watch the recording so they get a little bit of an explanation, or if you feel like you can explain it well, then go ahead and do so. But I'm excited. I hope that you guys are excited, because I feel like I have been wanting to do this for so long, but I've been a little bit hesitant because I'm like, I don't know if anyone else will like try to make an effort to wake up a little bit earlier. But I feel like the accountability will help hopefully motivate some people to do this, at least get their like minutes to themselves in the morning before they do anything else. Okay guys, gotta go, but thanks for hopping on, and I will have this recording for you guys in a little bit. Bye guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.